and 4. The battle is on. It's going to be too close to call side by side. Long Joe gets it. Oh, we got contact. We got flips. We got big wrecks here going back to the front because we're racing back to the line.
William Page with the victory.
Looking for second here.
Musa's gonna
he's going to use that apron.
He's going to use the apron.
They're going to be side by side. Coming off the corner. Boy, back to the inside. It's going to be a drag race to the line. Tom Musa gets it.
Tom Musa, where did he come from?
Boyer trying to close the gap. He's going to get to the bumper. Oh, just barely did not make it. And coming off of turn 4, Jeff Stekenis is going to win it at Dover.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation of the HOBO Racing Cup Series season finale here from the Phoenix Raceway. As always, I'm your host, JoeTowNetwork, and alongside me tonight, you know him, you love him, he's a kooky guy, Mr. Ricky Collette. Ricky, we're gonna crown a champion here tonight in the desert.
Yeah, Joe, we're going to be having a little bit of fun here tonight in the desert at Phoenix. Not new Phoenix, old Phoenix, classic Phoenix. It's going to be a fun time. We got 4 guys here all going to be vying for this championship. We got a lot of guys here tonight, too, so this should be a lot of fun. This Phoenix is a very technical place, very close racing, almost handles like a short track, and I think it's going to lead to some exciting moments tonight.
On top of that, you have the battle between the championship 4, those numbers on your screen, the 13 of Harry Kodian, the 30 of Jordan McGregor, the 73 of Herman Reese, and the 113 of Caleb Lingle. And Ricky, they've all been fast in opening practice here tonight.
Yeah, definitely, and we'll see how that translates into qualifying as these guys are out there right now taking their laps. Times here, not usually that big of a spread at Phoenix. Usually less than a second separates the whole field. It really is a matter of hitting your marks here consistently for the entire duration of the race, 90 laps here tonight. So not a long race, a bit of a sprint, but it just makes it all that more important, though, for these guys to make sure that they are absolutely nailing it every single lap running around this place, because you can't really give up a lot here without losing a ton of ground.
Well, and that brings us to our Circle Beat Diecast HOBO Cup Series race preview. Remember to use code JTN at checkout for free shipping on your order of $20 or more at CircleBeatDiecast.com. They got their Black Friday sale going on starting tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 Central. You're not going to want to miss that. You're going to want to make sure you go to CircleBeatDiecast.com. We'll be reminded of it, though, all over the place. But like you said, Ricky, 90 laps around this 1 mile Phoenix Raceway. It's the old raceway, a little rougher surface. We got the bridge over in turns 3 and 4. That is turns 3 and 4. Don't have to misnumber the corners here tonight. 70 degrees. Again, picturesque Chamber of Commerce day here out in Phoenix. All that being said, though, qualifying is starting to wrap down, but we want to make sure we get this poll question out here tonight. Who do you think will be the 2021 champion? The 13 of Harry, 30 Jordan in the 30, Herman in the 73, or Caleb Lingle in the 113. Question now coming into chat. Make sure you cast your vote, and we'll see. Well, we'll see who's right by the end of the night. Thank you all, as always, for tuning in. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday night, getting ready for the holiday. A very happy Thanksgiving to you and your entire family. We're so glad you're taking the time. We're thankful that you're taking the time to watch us here tonight on JTN. But Ricky, I see cars out on track. That means I think it means it's time for me to shut up and you to take us through tonight's starting lineup.
With pleasure, Joe, for tonight's event here. Like I said, pretty big field. 27 cars showed up here for Phoenix to cap off this season and crown us a champion. So it should be a lot of fun. And starting on the pole, one of those final 4, the 30 car of Jordan McGregor at a time of 25.575 seconds. Starting on outside pole is old Mac Daddy Keith McLean in the 28 car. Starting in third will be the 113 of Caleb Lingle. In the 4th spot, we'll go to the 11 of Steve Grant. Herman Reese, that 73 Cadillac, will start from the 5th position. Maverick in the 23 will start 6th. Troy Donahue in the 81 will start 7th. Jason San Diego in the 22 will roll off from the 8th position. Jeff Stekenis in the 31 starts 9th tonight. Rounding out our top 10 will be Fugate. He's in the 9 car. Matthew Stern in the 4 will start from the 11th spot. Harry Kodian in the 13 starts 12th, and starting behind him in the 112 is Earl Rayleigh, and he's rolling off of the 13th spot just to make that hard to read for me. 14th position is the 59 of Duke Sorensen. DJ Hinsky in the 14 starts 15th. 25 of Ron Simpson rolls off of the 16th position this evening. Ryan Johnson in the 059 will start 17th. 18th will be the 110 of Dennis Chambers. Dan Rubino in the 44 will start 19th. Last car in the top 20 will be Randy Smith in the 10 machine, and Steve Rubino in the 3 will start in that same row with him in the 21st spot. Wiley King in the 95 will roll off 22nd this evening. Ricky Bumbalo in the 85 will start 23rd. Brendan Spadafora in the 37 starts 24th this evening and will be the last car to take a time in qualifying. And rounding out the remainder of the field on random draw, Rod Weston, the 19 starts 25th. Starting 26th is a 98 car of Old BP. And rounding out the field, how many times have I said rounding out during this? I don't even know anymore. Rounding out the field tonight, the 27th spot will be the 8 car Slowpoke. And that's going to be our starting lineup here for a race tonight at Phoenix. We're talking about those final 4 really having to capitalize tonight. Going to be going for broke. I'm already seeing quite a promising qualifying effort out of some of these guys. Jordan McGregor making sure he's starting this race on a good foot forward, I guess. But I do see some tough times here. Harry Cody in the 13th, outside the top 10 to start, rolling off 12th. That's going to put him in a bit of a hole early on.
Yeah, and if I recall correctly, this 13 team, though, last time we were here at Phoenix, they had a really strong run going. So they're going to have another day like that to try to win this championship. Harry in this 13, a great season. They finished second in the points in the round of 8 over the last 3 weeks here in Hobo Racing. So that 13 team, they're looking to continue a strong season and hopefully cap it off with a championship. But like you said, starting outside that top 10, that will be a very tall task, because we know track position is always important here at Phoenix. Just because we get those cautions, right? We get those cautions that bunch the field up. They take a little bit, and then you just start to lose those laps. And once you lose those laps, you can't get them back, and it's less opportunities to make a pass at a track that's already hard to pass on.
Yeah, it's going to be really that track position is going to be absolute money tonight. You do not want to give that up at all, especially with how many guys are here tonight. We're talking about a 10-car field, even a 15-car field. There's a little bit of leeway there. You can kind of get back up there, but you do not want to get put back tonight.
Don't want to get put back. Watching Jordan McGregor, our pole sitter, 16 wins on the season. Ricky, have you ever seen a season as dominant as that?
And I don't know. What do you think? I know Brandon tore up fast. Brandon Hawken tore up fast a few seasons. I don't know if he got to 16 wins, though. I think he just stopped showing up when he didn't need to. When he didn't need to advance.
Gregor in this 30 car, though, he talked about it pre-race. Their ability, they have to finish these races. It's a lot of, they either get it all or they get nothing, right? So this 30 Red Bull Mustang team, they're going to be trying to make sure that they get everything. That's Jordan McGregor in this 30. It's got to get everything, but that would definitely be, I think, the guy that a lot of folks have pegged as the favorite to win the championship here tonight. You saw Herman Reese at the back half. There's Caleb Lingle in the 113. Lingle always quick. He was part of this Final Four a season ago, Ricky. And that experience, he's hoping that experience pays off tonight and brings home a championship.
Yeah, definitely. But happy hour getting reset here. So I guess these guys not necessarily ready yet to grid. So he's going to run around a little more. And we'll see when they decide to go to race.
That gives us a chance to plug our merch store, and right now we're running our Black Friday holiday sale. You can use code BRISTOL, all caps, BRISTOL, at the JTN merch store now to receive 20% off your order. With that being said, you can get this beautiful JTN race car merch. Again, 20% off your order, code BRISTOL at checkout. The more I say that, Ricky, the more likely our producer is going to start getting a little antsy, because he loves it when I say his name. So a lot of great options there. And the last guy we didn't get a chance to talk about is this 73 Herman race. Now, Herman is more so known for his ability on these tracks, right? These tire wear tracks, does a good job at saving those tires. This track kind of in his wheelhouse, but a year ago, again, part of the championship, and just fell short.
Just fell a little bit short, and sometimes that's the way they fall with this whole elimination four-way battle. But perfect time to get some vengeance here tonight. That's the thing, though. It's it's such a mad dash for these guys. I wouldn't want to be anyone in that Final Four. That's so stressful to do that, to be on the edge the whole night. It's almost it's really an achievement in and of itself to make it to this point.
I think that's the way you look at it now, right? With the way these formats are, you really look at it as being part of the Final Four is almost just as, not as good, of course, as winning the championship. But it definitely, in terms of being a gauge for the success of your season, it's the best gauge of it at this point with the way these playoff formats are.
Yes.
I don't know. I went back to last year's broadcast to make sure. So Ricky J was last year's champ. Ricky Johnson in the 93. Obviously not part of the Final Four here tonight. 13. Harry in that 13 is going to take over that spot. But three of the same guys in this Final Four. So not a lot of turnover in terms of the guys at the top here tonight at Phoenix, but definitely going to be a battle between those three as they're trying to get redemption from last year and win the title.
They're just letting these guys kind of pace around a little more. They're probably not bad to give them a little extra practice here. You know,
it's a pretty big night.
Big showing tonight, big race.
It's a pretty important night. See that 3-car, that Dow Chemicals Chevrolet. That's Steve Rubino here tonight. Again, we talked about it last Thursday. I know that Rubino clan isn't the happiest about that development, but Steve giving up the number 21 to, I believe it's Randy Waugh, who we see in the All-Star Racing Cup Series every week. Giving up that number for the driver of the 21 Alabama Crimson Tide Dodge. Steve's still kind of on the hunt for that new number, though. Sounded like 07. Tonight going to be the 3. Just searching around right now for a new number, Ricky.
Yeah, and, good time. I guess got some time to shop around. Could be a little bit, the end of the season. You got a little time before everything starts back up. You got that off season to think about it, too.
17 folks currently tuning in, and can't thank you guys enough. Again, this happy hour, we're getting ready to go start our race here tonight. Make sure, though, if you haven't already, please hit that like button on the video. It helps support us so much. You see a big crash there coming off of turn 4. My goodness. Marie's spinning like a top. They're going to have to go to the backup car. That's not going to be good. And that 59, look, have you ever seen a car with the wheel actually do that in this game? My goodness.
Right, at some point.
It was up inside the car. But like I said, make sure you hit that like button. It's free to do. It helps support us. It helps kind of the algorithm, right? Well, YouTube algorithm.
Until we charge for it.
Huh?
Until we charge for it. $5 a like.
Can't wait for YouTube to start charging for likes. You know, they got rid of the dislike button, so that'll be what's next.
We don't know when we're getting ratioed. I want my controversial statements about grip levels at short tracks and NR to be ratioed heavily.
I can't wait for every single video. The top comment's going to be, use this as the dislike button.
Like if you hate this.
Right. All right.
And they're going to race. They're gritted up. They heard us. They know that we're getting all these. We're getting flooded with dislikes. Everyone's furious. The fans are angry. we're going to be going racing here in a few minutes to wait for the opening command. A lot of good-looking cars out here tonight, too.
Always a lot of good-looking cars here. Waiting for a pole sitter, a couple other guys to grid. Gonna be a fun night of racing.
Drivers, start your engines!
As there's the command, so Jordan McGregor gonna lead him to the green. Then it's Keith McLean to his outside. Caleb Lingle, the second of our final four, in third. You'll have Steve Grant rounding out your top four. Then it's Herman Reese in fifth. Sixth is going to be Maverick in that 23. Troy Donahue in the 81 in seventh. Eighth going to be Jason San Diego. Ninth, Jeff Stakenis. And rounding out your top 10, the number 9, Jeff Fugate. Got 90 laps here tonight, so Ricky, that's only 90 miles. It's a short race here tonight. These guys, they're going to have to hit the go button, and they're going to have to hit it quick.
Yeah, you really can't dilly around here. Big field, hard to pass, not a lot of time. You really got to just fucking... Oh, I didn't just say that. I didn't just say that.
I apologize for all the folks out there that just
You're
heard...
an hobo. This is JTN After Hours. I'm sorry, Joe.
We made it, what, a year and a half. Getting ready to go green. Jordan McGregor with control. Down and away we go. Keith McLean gonna win the race to the line. We're underway here from Phoenix. Doing a
great jump on the start. Actually, Leapfrog's the leader here, is leading them into turn 3.
Both guys, everyone absolutely wheeling it here around turns 3 and 4 right now. Field doing a good job of staying clean. Right now it's McGregor in second. He leads that championship 4, but it's Keith McLean out front in that 28. They're on back first battle for position. This 23 of Maverick, he's falling back, Ricky.
Yeah, he's falling back a little bit here early. The CFX is trying to get those tires to warm up. Phoenix is it's a flat track, not a lot of grip here. Cold tires aren't really super nice, but looks like we're under caution here, Joe, already. Lap 3 for the 85 of Ricky Bumbleow.
Can't find him. Back end is destroyed on that car. Let's fetch you that replay. While Bristol fetches a bar of soap for Ricky's mouth.
Seems like Ricky Bumbleow hits the outside wall going through the dog leg. Coming into turn 3, the 37 of Brendan Spatafora tries to get to the inside the 85. And just makes contact with Bumbleow there. Looks like Spatafora kind of sent it in, but I think the car washed up the track further than he was anticipating.
Yeah, Gent Nation coming through there, down into 3. But like you said, I think it was just a misjudgment early on in the race. Looks like Slowpoke may have made some contact with Rod Weston. No damage there between those two cars. But I don't think that's bad damage on the 85, but really no harm, no foul.
Yeah, I wouldn't say so.
The field comes down, a couple cars coming down the pit lane.
Joe, just to explain my point, what I was going to say is I was trying to hype everyone up. I was going to say grip it and rip it, and I don't know why that had to come out of my mouth first, but I kind of got into the moment.
Hey, it's a big night. There's a lot of excitement. The atmosphere here at Phoenix,
the atmosphere truly is electric at JT. I think that's the first F-bomb. To be totally honest, we've had a few slip of the tongues in interviews, but I don't think we've had an F-bomb yet.
I think we've done a pretty good job, but I think a year and a half is a pretty good amount of time to go without.
I think we're due for at least like 3 of them.
No.
I think we got Bristol. Teach the dog.
Teach Bristol how to swear.
We'll teach Bristol how to swear.
My goodness. So Keith McLean out front, Jordan McGregor there in second, Caleb Lingle third, fourth it's the 11 is Steve Grant, Herman Reese rounding out your top 5, so that's 3 of your final 4. Then you got to go just inside the top 10 now in 10th. It's the 13 of Harry Kodian. So doing a good job, already making up a couple spots here early on. Still going to have a long ways to go, though, to get back up with these leaders. Want to remind you, folks, about all our upcoming races here on JTN, presented by our friends at TWB Technologies. Together, we are better, always better when you're tuning in here to JTN during the week. Tomorrow night, we're back here at Phoenix, the All-Star Racing Cup Series season finale. 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time there. We'll crown a champion once again with the boys at the All-Star Racing League. Then it's the HOBO Grand National 55 Mod Series from Martinsville. Burned by Heather Rodent's Max Shop 150 laps. Next Tuesday night, November the 30th, 8:50 from Martinsville. Then a little bit of a break, about 12-day break for us, the USORL Retro Series from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, their championship finale. Coverage beginning December 11th, Saturday, December 11th, 10:45 p.m. Eastern Time. All of those races, of course, live only on JTN. Nice little changes to the graphics, you know, keep everything nice and fresh. Got the little transitions and stuff too. Those are pretty fun. You liking the transitions, Ricky?
I do like transitions. They're quite handsome.
We're not very good at them, though. We're not good at transitioning topics.
Oh, I never did learn how to ride a Segway. That's my bad joke. There you go. See,
Oh for 2, Ricky Collette here
this is
tonight.
what happens. I gotta bring out the dad. I gotta bring out the dad tier humor.
Yeah, so got the question in chat. The drivers can't hear what you're saying, but if they're tuning into the broadcast, they can see the chat. Is the best way to describe it. So they can always go back though after the race. If they watch the replay of the race, they can see the chat. So they always see your messages and stuff too. And I know a lot of them have said they really appreciate it. So yes and no. They can't hear it, but they can see it if they choose to look at it. Keith McLean with control here for the restart, coming into you lap 7 of 90. Back down and away we go. Green flag once again here from Phoenix.
If McLean's gonna lead them down into turn 1, they're all single file here.
Another case where the leader gets a good jump. That 28 looking really good on these restarts.
He definitely is. That 28 car really hooked up tonight already. Let's see if that lasts. But Keith McLean's got a good piece here tonight. Jordan McGregor starts to gain a little bit of ground going through 3 and 4. Start to close the gap just a little bit, but Keith McLean still holds supreme here at Phoenix. Look a little further back, the 22, Jason San Diego trying to size up the 81 of Troy Donahue for the 7th spot. Donahue going to hang on to that.
So hard to pass here at Phoenix, further on back. 44, Dan Rubino to the inside of Steve Rubino for position. Give that one to old Danny Bino. Hey, look, it's Phil. Phil Lacasse, everybody. You know him, you love him. You're a longtime HOBO Racing follower. Phil the Thrill, as I like to say, even though that's definitely not his nickname.
Down to 3 and 4 here. They're all fanning out again. 9 of Fugate, 13 of Harry Kodian. Kind of vying for position a little bit there. They stay in line.
That 13
Further
team,
up.
they need to try. I mean, he needs to find a way to get up towards the front quick because those top 3 have already distanced themselves from the rest of the field. Herman Reese kind of starting to fall into that same boat too. He's running it back there in 5th. But Jordan McGregor, Caleb Lingle, we know they work together very well, and they're already starting to pull away. Really watching this 13 though, trying to find a way around the 9, trying to find a way around the 22. He's trying to find a way around the 81. Right now, Ricky, it's a lot about you got to make these passes quick. It's a short race. You got to make them quick, especially if you want to win the championship.
Yeah, and it's a balancing act. You got to be patient. You can't rush a pass here, but you also can't wait for the passes to happen. It's bizarre, but you need to be aggressive but willing to wait it out. And I think Jordan McGregor's actually been doing that here. Slowly been closing in on Keith McLean the past few laps. They've been very close in lap time. That last time by the 30 actually had quite a bit of an edge on the 28. But it finally seems to look like that McLean's starting to get a challenge here for second place.
Not surprising. We've seen the 28 he had that really good fire-off speed, so I have a feeling they might have sacrificed some of the long-run speed for that, thinking maybe we get a bunch of quick cautions and whatnot. But right now we're seeing this green flag run, and knock on wood, hopefully it goes for a while. But McGregor already like you said, starting to hunt down. And don't count out Lingle in that 113. He's starting to set some pretty good times, too.
Yeah, Lingle's been keeping right with these guys, running almost the exact same lap times as them, lap after lap here. So Caleb Lingle doing a great job of hanging with these guys. If he can get close to the 30 here, he might be able to challenge him for position. A little further back, 81, Troy Donahue dropping back a lot on some of these guys. Falling from 7th all the way to 13th, it looks like.
He's falling back quicker than I have to run to the bathroom after eating Little Caesar's pizza. That was a good joke.
Pizza. Oh, I see how it is. I can't swear, but you can make poop jokes. Highbrow on JTN. Lloyd McGregor in the 30 going through the dogleg right on the back bumper of the 28 of Keith McLean. Kind of checks up and lets Keith throw it in deep into 3 and 4 here. He's going to try to get him on exit. But it looks like he gave him a little too much space, but there's a wreck on the front straightaway. The 85 of Ricky Bumbleow.
Bumbleow around once again. Let's fetch you that replay here. Working lap 16 and 90. Looks like he's going to get loose through turn 3. He hits that flat, Ricky. Nowhere for the 10 to go. Another look at it. And now if you're Keith McLean in that 28 too, you get this caution. Have to think a lot of folks going to be coming down the pit lane. Let's see. We go back live. Yep, everybody deciding to come take 4 fresh tires. I would hope. Now might not be the time to throw that Hail Mary on the strategy, right?
Yeah.
Pit lane, everyone getting those 4 fresh Goodyear Racing Eagles. Maverick, last guy coming to his box, been some transponder issues on that John Deere Chevrolet. You see him just parking back there behind the 73. Race off pit road. McGregor with the first stall. He's going to win it.
McGregor wins the race off pit road, but we'll see if he gets the lead. We got 2 guys that stayed out. 19 of Rod Weston and the 10 of Randy Smith. So we'll see what happens here. Weston might...
Weston
he's probably
usually
just out here to lead the lap, but they did only do 16 laps, so in theory, he's still got fuel for a little bit.
And Randy Smith was involved in that incident, so have to think that Pontiac's going to be coming down as well. My goodness, doing great views tonight, and thank you folks enough for tuning in here. Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Hope you're ready to have a very happy Thanksgiving, have some good plans together with family. Still trying to get back to normal, of course, with the last 2 years, year and a half, whatever it's been now at this point. And can't thank you enough for tuning in here on a Tuesday night, electing to use your time to spend it watching us talk about this race here with HOBO Racing. And we're very appreciative of it. I know these guys are going to be very appreciative of it, too, after the fact when they see everyone tuning in. Again, can't thank you enough, as always. Make sure, though, too, if you haven't already, we got our fan poll going. Who do you think will win the 2021 championship between our final 4? Right now, it's Jordan McGregor in that spot. Running second. We think this 19 of Rod Weston's going to come down the pit lane this time. He led his lap. Usually stays out to lead a lap or 2 under yellow. But right now, it's Jordan McGregor leading the pole and leading the way in the final 4. Then in second, Caleb Lingle on the track. Herman Reese, he'll line up 4th here on the restart. Gary Kodian, who started 13th, deep in the field compared to his championship 4 competitors. He's now up into the 7th position.
Comes with 19 Rod Weston, so Weston comes down pit road. McGregor will take the lead here, get the 1 to green, so we'll see if he can hang on to this. Keith McLean's been firing off really good on these restarts, so this will be fun to watch.
28's not going to have control here on the restart. It's going to be hard for him to use that speed right off the jump to get this pass. What's his best? Where is his best chance going to come to try to get back into the lead?
His best place? I think... I don't know, that's a tricky one. I think 3 and 4 has been a really good one. If you can fire off well. Entering 1 and 2 is another good one. Exiting 3 and 4, entering 1 and 2. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, I'd agree. I would agree. Field lining up next to the wall. McGregor trying to make sure nobody can pass him to the outside here on the restart in that Red Bull Ford Mustang. Down into the restart zone we go. Green flag, we're back underway, and already that 28 right on the back bumper.
Gets a great jump on this restart here. It's going to hang on to this lead. Keith McLean in second. Caleb Lingo in third. These top three just seem to pull away from everyone. Herman Reese back in fourth. Already kind of gapped a little bit.
Oh, big wreck. Matt Stern around.
Around before Matthew Stern. Oh, we got a big pile up. The 31, the 81, the 25, the 44, 23 in Maverick. Oh, there's a lot of cars in this one. 95, Wiley King.
This is definitely the calamity corner of this track.
Is definitely Calamity Corner, and it might sound a little obvious, but we're going to be under caution for that wreck.
A little obvious.
Well, obvious, just a little on the nose, you know.
Oh,
I'm back at watching this. Looks like the 31, Justin Kennis throws it in deep into the turn here.
Well, really, I think.
And he starts to spin out before. He spins out.
There's a lot of things going on here.
Spinning out. They never make They don't make contact until they're both spinning. So I don't know. The 4 does seem to start over-rotating first. So I think the 31 sees that he's over-rotating, tries to check up, and then his car over-rotates, and then he just slides into the 4 stern. They go up into the outside wall, and then it just these guys. That's a tough corner. Like I said, Calamity Corner, very loose through this corner. So you let up, and it's kind of either spin or run up the track. 44 spun well before he got to the wreck just because he was carrying so much speed into the turn and then had to get on the brakes. He has so much rear brake in the car. Man, a lot of these guys get into each other hard here.
Let's go on board with the 44. Dan Rubino wearing our visor cam here tonight.
Yeah, you can see what I mean is that Dan has got a lot of rear brake and real weight in that car to help it rotate at full speed. But what that means is when he gets on the brakes here to check up for this wreck, the car just starts spinning around and you can't really control it. Just slides right into the wreck. I don't know. Do we call this the big one, Joe? The big one at Phoenix?
Yeah, I think Sean Reap has it correct there in chat. Go on board with Jeff Stakenas. Like you said, you can just see it there, right? The rear end of the car starts over-rotating. Then you're just along for the ride once you're perpendicular to the racetrack. Do we have any retirees? After that incident?
I don't have any retire. The 31 is the only retiree I can see right now.
Unfortunate end to the season for the 31 and Jeff Stakenas. Leaders staying out here under caution. Don't want to lose that track position. Make sure, folks, if you haven't already, you vote in our fan poll tonight. Who do you think will be the 2021 champion? Out of our final 4 right now, it's Jordan McGregor leading the way in the poll and the race and the championship battle. Leading a lot of things after those, what was it, 16? Did I say 16 wins? Yeah, 16 wins on the year.
Sometimes you gotta win a lot of things. You know, who doesn't win a lot of things?
All he
I
does
don't.
is win, 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 win.
Win, 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 no matter what.
What?
I believe Socrates said that.
Yeah, I believe you're correct. Base car lights are out. We're going to go green this time by... So it's Jordan McGregor, Keith McLean, Caleb Lingle, Herman Reese. Your top 4. 5th is the 11 of Steve Grant. So 3 of our final 4 up there in the top 5. And Cody Enright back there in 7th. So didn't gain any ground on that restart. Hard for, I think, anyone to with that caution coming out right away. But Ricky, we're ready to go back green flag racing here. Coming to lap 25 of 90. Pace car going to make that hard left turn down the pit lane. McGregor with control of this race. Back down, away we go. Green flag once again here from Phoenix.
Keith is not letting the 30 get away from him this time. He was on that back bumper of that Red Bull machine right from the get-go. He's going to have a great run coming through 1 and 2 here. He's got that nose peak to the inside coming through the dog leg, but he's going to stay in line.
McGregor with about a 3-2 car length lead. Maybe 1.5.
Oh, we got Maverick back in the grass here by the dog leg. Stay green.
Maverick having all kinds of issues here tonight. Just not their night with that 23 John Deere Chevrolet.
It has been a rough going for them. One staying pretty single file back here for the 10th spot. Brian Johnson, Duke Sorensen vying for position.
Battle of the 59s.
28 to Keith McLean right in the back bumper of the 30. Got to the inside of him going through 3 and 4. Just couldn't make the pass just yet. Got to throw it in deep into 1 and 2 here. Got a little lower on the track, but it looks like that 28 got hung up a little bit. Oh, we got another caution. 44 Dan Rubino in turn 3.
It looks like he's retired from the event. Damage on the back end of that car, goes down into turn 3 and just loses it, Ricky. I believe that's what I see there. Get confirmation. Alright, there's the confirmation from Ricky Collette, because he didn't say anything. Let's go.
Yes, he spun. That's what happened.
Look at it. So once again, another guy not ending the season like how he would want to. Dan Rubino in that 44. I know there's a lot of folks in the Rubino clan not going to be... Oh wait, no, he's still going. Why did I think he was retired?
I don't know. That's what's confusing.
You should have corrected me, Ricky. Come on, Jordan McGregor going to come down the pit lane. Oh no, he decided not to. Herman Reese going to be a lonely, lonely guy at the front of the field. It's shenanigans afoot here. Wouldn't you say, Ricky?
I would say that.
Right side damage on that 73. Did you notice that?
I did not.
I wonder where he got
that.
that.
Right side damage must have got on the wall at some point.
So he gets that buffed out. Working lap number 29 on the night. Folks, CircleBeatDiecast.com is your home for all your racing-related memorabilia needs right now, or at least starting tomorrow, I should say. CircleBeatDiecast.com, they're starting their Black Friday sale, going to have the best deals of the year on diecast, as well as much, much more. You can use our code JTN at checkout to receive free shipping on your order of $20 or more. Again, that's CircleBeatDiecast.com. code JTN at checkout for free shipping on your order of $20 or more. Already saw some great deals that they kind of previewed, Ricky. Titleland's Geico Hump Day Camaro from last year, I think I saw for $27.99, which is a really good price on that. I saw Brad Keselowski number 2 discount tire Ford Fusion for $20, which I am really debating on getting if I can get my hands on it, if I can get to the left click on the mouse quick enough once that goes live. But CircleBdiecast.com, they're going to have you covered. And you can use our code JTN at checkout to receive free shipping on your order of $20 or more. It also helps support us on JTN too, so if you're in the market for diecast, I highly recommend the folks at Circle B Diecast and Plan B Sales because they do a fantastic job. I've been a customer of theirs since 2014, so that was a long time ago now. They are the best. CircleBdiecast.com, code JTN at checkout, free shipping on your order of $20 or more. Trey Donahue going to get a lap back. We're going to go green next time by. Just about a third of the way through this race here tonight. Jordan McGregor still with the lead and the championship lead. Keith McLean, Caleb Lingle, your top 3. So Lingle going to try to... has to find a little extra something if he wants to get up there with the 30.
Find something there. But it's going to be tough. That 30 is very fast tonight. It seems like it's only the 28 and the 30 so far. And we're already a third of the way through this race, Joe. 31 of 90 laps.
Yeah. That's what I said. Ricky.
Hey, Joe. Can you swear so I can high road you?
No, you can't. No, I will not. Jordan McGregor with control here for the restart. You've only got one broadcast.
You sit on a broadcast. I thought you were professional.
I think you only got like 1 or 2 broadcasts left for the year. That's pretty exciting for you.
Am I getting fired?
No, I'm just saying.
Find out?
You know, December's usually a pretty slow month with the holidays and stuff. Getting ready to go back green. Jordan McGregor with control here for the restart. Keith McLean in second. Great flag. We're back underway in that 28 all over the back bumper there. Coming to the line now. Caleb Lingle right on the tail of Keith McLean for second.
Caleb Lingle trying to make some waves here. He's been rolling around that 3rd spot. He's got the speed. He just needs a track position. Keith McLean, though, is starting to rear back down on this 30. You have a great run coming to turn to 3 here. Let's see what he does with it, if he can make a gain on the 30 on exit.
Oh, we got a car around it. Steve Rubino in the 3. Back across the front of the
44
field.
Sideways around in it. 37 to Spatafora is in the wall as well.
I don't think Steve or Danny hit anything. Hit anyone. I don't think
Spatafora took a pretty good shot to the wall front end first. I can see some damage on that car, so he might have actually gotten the worst out of it.
Let's see how this starts. Like Steve just going to get loose on corner entry.
And again, kind of the same thing as last time. These guys check up and the cars just get real loose. There's a Spatafora, no go. Tries to kind of go up high to avoid the 3 that comes up the track, so it cuts it low and just spins sideways for him. And it gets caught with the 25 there, shoots him hard right back into the outside wall. 44 behind him just spun around on his own. Kind of same thing last time.
Just kind of saw the incident, you think, and just hit those binders.
Yeah, same thing as last time, more or less.
Yes.
But another breathing moment.
Well, Herman Reese, one of our
8-car slow poke will make that slow roll down pit road, but other than that, I think everyone else is staying out here.
Well, Herman
that 8-car running the Superior Coca-Cola machine, Superior Coke, Vanilla Coke.
Isn't it Diet though?
Oh, it's not.
Diet Vanilla Coke.
I'm pretty sure it says Vanilla Coke. It says Vanilla Coke on it.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. It's just that gold color gets me. Saw Herman Reese there snaking his way through that wreck. I don't think that's what the 73 team envisioned when they came down the pit lane and were the only guy.
Yeah, Herman Reese still a little bit in the hole here. But the problem is, we keep getting these cautions. That's really hurting this whole... We're talking about how short this race is. It really hurts it when there's this many cautions for being stuck in the back of the field, because you kind of lose a lot of the time that you need to, make ground on the track. You could definitely get some edge with pit strategy if you need to, but you'd rather just do it on track and be on even footing with these guys with tires. Sean Reap in chat saying gold would be caffeine free. So
okay.
I'm not sure who's correct.
No, he's right. He's definitely correct.
Yeah,
But that is just, I think that is just
I don't think they make
Coke.
caffeine-free vanilla Coke. I think they just make vanilla and then...
Yeah. Here's a look
Diet
at
vanilla.
Slowpoke's car. We're having this argument, because that's obviously of most importance right now.
Vanilla Coke's good. It's the superior Coke. I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill. I defy you to find me a Coke better than vanilla Coke.
Orange vanilla Coke. I'm a big fan of that, honestly.
I actually haven't tried it, so I can't say anything one way or the other.
Orange Coke
I'm
is
not
good,
big on
too.
orange soda.
It's not like an orange soda, it's just got like that little hint. It's like that, you know, like an orange creamsicle?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's got the little hint of that taste in it. Pretty good. It's pretty good. Well, our conversation here. Tell us what your favorite type of Coke is in the chat. I don't know. Maybe you're a new Coke fan. I don't know why you would be, but maybe you are. Gonna go back Green Flag Racing next time by Jordan McGregor. He's a Red Bull fan. Got the Red Bull Bulls there on the side of that number 30 Ford Mustang. He'll lead us back to green. Keith McLean, Caleb Lingle, Steve Grant, and Jeff Fugate. Your top 5 here for the restart. You ready to have some fun, Ricky? We're gonna go back green. Just about 50 laps to go.
I am steady, and I am a big plate of spaghetti. Did that work, Joe?
It
No.
did. It did. You're good. You're good. I'm trying to figure out what to say, you know? Sometimes you say stuff and I don't.
Speechless.
You did. You left me speechless earlier, too. So McGregor with control here on the restart. It'll be interesting to see how these heat cycles on these restarts, they're really quick, right? We're really quick getting back up to speed and then having to slow back down. Getting back up to speed, slowing back down. See what McGregor here, what McGregor does here on the restart. See if Keith in that 28 can capitalize and try to find a way around. He's been ready to jump on him, just hasn't had the best of opportunities. Green flag is back out. Keith McLean all over the back bumper. Jordan McGregor down into 1.
Yeah, Keith really making sure that he was pushing the back bumper. He's gonna tear the Red Bull off that TV panel on the 30 machine. Keeps doing that on these restarts, but I think it's a method to that. I think he just wants to. You can see he kind of loses ground on these restarts to 30 a little bit, almost every time going through the dog leg. But we're under caution here again. The 19 of Rod Wester. So everything I said doesn't matter.
Different place for an accident here for Weston.
Looks like he gets loose coming off of turn 2 here. Tries to save it, racing Ricky Bumbleau side by side. I don't think he hits the 85 Bumbleau. I think it just overcorrects and then goes into the outside wall and just keeps rotating.
Looks like it might have been
Luckily,
some
no one
contact.
hit him.
I know, I think the 98 BP might have hit him
98 did hit him. No, you're right.
from the helicopter cam.
Dems the brakes.
Just a little bit. Maybe this was a real. If this was, we had real sheet metal, not virtual sheet metal, right? That 98 would have been opened like a can of sardines. And splitters are on these Gen 6 cars. Well, let's, we talked about Black Friday sale going on here next couple days for CircleBDiecast.com. Let's get another word from our partner, CircleBDiecast.com.
If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with not enough diecast syndrome, have we got the solution for you? Come on down to CircleBDiecast.com on the World Wide Web. Surf the internet and find out what everyone's been talking about. You can turn your room from this to that, just with the click of a button. You may ask, how did you get so many vehicles? That must have cost a lot of shipping prices for all those parcels. No, it didn't, because I use the code JTN on checkout because there was $20 or more, and I used the code when I checked out. Circle B Diecast. It's where you gotta go if you want diecast. There's more stuff too, but yeah.
And we're back here from Phoenix. Thanks to Tommy Bordeaux and friends at CircleBDiecast.com for that wonderful word about getting yourself some diecast. Remember, Black Friday sale going on, starting tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central Time, 5 p.m. Eastern. Rough night for the back of the field, indeed. And I mean, it seems it's just. I think these guys, Ricky, they're just on the edge of control. You gotta be with the tire wear the way it is. And they're just kind of stepping over that edge, trying to push for everything they can.
Yeah, it's tough. I think these guys would. You gotta get everything you can out there on track, and it's just actually just a little too much, and a little too much can spell absolute disaster.
How do you spell disaster?
Hang on, dis.
Stir.
Okay, disaster.
JTN Spelling Bee coming at you in 2022.
2024.
Okay, that's fine. Push it further on down the road. I don't care.
We don't have to do anything then. It blows all of our plans wide open, you know?
Wide open. Jordan McGregor gonna look to be wide open here on the restart with Keith McLean, who has been wide open all night on the restarts in second. Caleb Lingle, Steve Grant, Jeff Fugate, here Cody Ann, your top six. Cody Ann now in third in that championship for steadily making progress towards the front of the field, but needs a green flag run to try to make some more progress. Field makes their way off of turn number 4. Jordan McGregor with control here on the restart. Green flag, we're back underway.
Dirty again's gonna lead him down into turn 1. Have a great lead here coming on exit.
Everybody through the dog leg okay at the front of the field. Down in turns 3 and 4. McGregor with about a car length lead over Keith McLean. Single file we go through turns 3 and 4. Do we make it? We do. Herman Reese trying to make a pass there on the 110. Makes that so he continues his climb back up towards the front. Matt Stern to the inside of Steve Rubino for position. Rubino way out there in that loose stuff up towards the top of the track. Don't want to be in those marbles for too long. Stern makes the pass and completes it. Back up front, though, it's McGregor with about a 2.5 car length lead over Keith McLean. Back there in second, that 28 really good on the short run, but Ricky, we've had a couple restarts here. Is that maybe affecting the speed on the 2018?
It's hard to say, Joe, because it seems like every time, it seems like he hasn't had enough time to really stretch his legs the way that I think he would want to.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't really had a long run like he would want, so it's been a little tricky, I think. Right now, though, we'll get a better picture of it, but it seems like he's been holding pretty well. One thing to take note of, though, when the 30 really started to kind of track the 28 down earlier, before he got the lead on pit road under that caution, was that he slowly reeled in the 28 and then was about to make the pass when the caution kind of reset everything there. So I think that 30 of McGregor actually gets better over the long run.
Yeah.
We'll have to see what Keith McLean's car does, but it's going to be a big question mark right now of can he hang with them? Will he get better? Will he start to falter a little bit? Right now, he's running pretty much identical lap times at 30, but it's going to take better lap times to get back up there and challenge for that lead.
Well, don't look now, that 113 of Caleb Lingle, he's starting to reel in Keith McLean for second, so we saw the 113 also getting better as the run progressed. Have to think that maybe they focused on that long run speed this year in this race, and that might be paying off for him if we stay green.
That might indeed. Right now, everyone chasing Jordan McGregor in the race and in points, too. That time by, McGregor gets a huge launch off of turn 2. Just legs out big time on the 28 of Keith McLean, who's also racing with Lingle in the 113 here. But we'll see what this looks like coming across the line. Jordan McGregor, 26.417. Keith McLean, 26.353. So McLean, for every lap McGregor runs faster than McLean does one that's faster than McGregor. So it kind of keeps yo-yoing back and forth. It's a little bit deceiving, but they're still running similar times. It just seems like they're getting speed at different parts of the track. But Lingle has been consistently faster than both of them the last few laps. Caleb Lingle right in the back bumper of Keith McLean there. He's got to dive it in deep to the inside, going through the dog leg. Keith's going to let him have it. Put Caleb Lingle at 113 up to the second spot here. Now, can he make a challenge for that lead?
I say he's going to set his sights on Jordan McGregor this time at the line. It'll be 40 laps to go in this one. So Lingle knows he has a decent amount of time now running in second, but a decent gap for Jordan McGregor, who leads it.
Further back here, Dennis Chambers for Matthew Stern, 14th, 13th, side by side going through turn 1 here. Having a good fight for position. Matt gets ahead of the 110, is going to take that 13th spot.
There, further on back, really to the inside of Rubino.
Oh, sorry to cut you off there, Joe. That boy came up with the 81 Troy Donahue and he got into the outside wall coming off turn 4 there. It's really off the pace.
3 team having issues. Donahue just letting guys by right now. He's just kind of running out there. He's looking like a Rick Ware car.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say that?
Pretty heavily damaged. You can see how much roof damage it has.
Look at the roof. It's like caved in.
About it aerodynamically is super sound at the current juncture.
I was going to say, let's do the Bernoulli equation for that. Like, that flow is definitely not very good.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you say it's laminar or turbulent?
I'm just starting to get to that part, so... I would definitely say turbulent.
26.460, 26.454 for Caleb Lingle, though. Lingle has been running right even with McGregor right now, kind of doing the same thing Keith McLean was doing, but I think the difference is that McLean has been dropping off at lap times. He's not been running as fast as these guys. As a matter of fact, he's running slower than Steve Grant right behind him in the 11. So Keith McLean might actually be at risk of losing the third spot here in a couple laps if Grant can catch him. But it seems like Caleb Lingle, that 113 machine, Joe, I think you're right. There's some long run speed in that Ford Fusion. It challenges Ford Mustang here.
And that's it. He's going to need it, right? We haven't seen a long run yet tonight. Going to need it, it looks like, to try to go challenge Jordan McGregor for this championship, for this win. I don't know, Ricky. He's got it. He's just got to capitalize on it. Lingle with 2 wins on the year. So not the year that I think they expected to have. A lot of bad luck here and there. 16 top 5s, 23 top 10s, average finish of 10.34, which is 3rd in the series. Of drivers that made all 35 starts to date, so Lingle's been really consistent, right? Consistency is key in the rounds leading up to this race, but now that he needs to have one really, really good race, he's going to have to continue to execute here so he can track down that 30 of McGregor.
That is definitely what he needs to be doing here, and he's got the speed for it. They've still been running even Just about a 7/10 of a second spread between the two of them for quite a while. It's right now it's at 8/10, but it seems like I said earlier, it really doesn't seem like Caleb Lingle's car is going away any quicker than McGregor's at the moment. Steve Grant's actually passed Keith McLean for position, as we were talking about. Steve Grant rolling around here pretty quickly, but Keith McLean moving over for the 22 car of Jason San Diego. That's going to be for the 5th spot here. I think Keith's car is really fried at the moment. I think he's burned out those tires.
And I think our assessment that car is really built for the short run was correct.
Last time by, Caleb Lingle kind of stumbled a little bit to almost 2/10 of a second off of McGregor's lap time, and again this time by big gap now kind of starting to form between them. So I don't know, maybe we're starting to see where the wall is for that for the 113 and how the 30's getting around this place, because it seems like he's running the fastest laps again.
Yeah, I mean, the thing here now with maybe McGregor decided to hit the go button a little bit, or Lingle's car maybe has a cliff that it falls off of, compared to McGregor maybe having a slower descend. Yeah, sure, we'll say it like that. Where his lap times, they come down, but they don't come down at a rapid pace as we see with Lingle's. What are lap times this time by, Ricky?
26.708 for McGregor, 26.848 for Lingle. So I think it's what you're talking about, Joe. I think it's at Lingle's car is definitely got a cliff. It seems like it falls off. McGregor, I don't think is impenetrable here. I think it's just that his car isn't falling off as quick. Whether that's he's preserving his tires better, or just how the car's set up right now, we can only guess. But for the moment, it seems like they're both definitely haven't fall off. But McGregor's managing it just a little bit better than Lingle later on here. Now, Joe, do you think they're going to need to stop for tire and fuel any more time?
Yes.
How many more times?
Just one.
Just one?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean,
Not really what you think?
that is what I think. Team Speedland doing a good job right now. They've got Steve Grant running third, Jason San Diego there in fourth. Good cap to the season for these two teammates, running up inside the top 5. That's Keith McLean holding down 5th. And Harry Kodian, he has fallen back. He's now running in the 10th position. 9th position. He's coming down the pit lane, Ricky.
That's going to be probably the start of green flag pit stops here. Harry Kodian coming down, or at least getting within that ballpark. 59, Ryan Johnson saying he's going to be coming down. I think the 9 was just saying the pass. But Ryan Johnson signaling he's going to be coming down that 59 machine. Not the 59, excuse me. That's Duke Sorensen.
Oh,
Herman
Jeff
Reese got to
Fugate,
the outside
Herman
wall.
Reese. Was Fugate trying to come down the pit lane that time, and Reese just didn't realize? And that could have been disastrous for the hopes of a championship for the 73 team. Spada
McLean
forward.
coming down, gets it a little bit sideways, brings it down, but yeah, I'm sure Herman Reese didn't like to. I'm sure he's a little bit startled after that. I don't know. I need some brown pants, because that was a very dicey moment there. That would have been the championship, but looks like guys are all starting to come off pit road.
Well, we're under caution.
We're under caution, Joe.
This changes everything.
This does, but who's the caution for?
See if we can't figure this out. Oh, it's the 59.
59 of Duke Sorensen. Right when I
He lost a
said
tire.
him, I jinxed him.
He lost a tire going through 3 and 4. Watch, it's going to go down here. There it goes.
Oh yeah. Well, that shows you how far these guys were on tires. You had
Simpson,
25.
nowhere to go.
Ron Simpson, nowhere to go on that. Well, now this is going to kind of throw a wrench into this because we know the 30 didn't pit. So for McGregor, it works out pretty well. For Hinkles, it works out pretty well, but it's going to be kind of weird for a few guys here. Keith McLean kind of gets, tough spot with that. We'll see if he... We'll see, actually, we'll see here. Keith McLean is still on the lead lap. I don't think he is. I think he's going to have to get the wave around. So he'll be behind these guys, and he'll probably be on a few laps older tires. So this will be a losing proposition for Keith McLean. Ron Simpson has retired from tonight's event. Very unfortunate, but Gregor wins the race off pit road. Lingle is going to be second. Herman Reese gets off third. Herman Reese leapfrogs Jason San Diego. He gets past Fugate. So that's 73 Cadillac of Herman Reese. We were talking about this all night, Joe, is that you kind of have to figure out how to make your way up here. I mentioned something about pit strategy, and I think Herman Reese just kind of lucked into it a little bit. And then by the skin of his teeth, just kind of went a little further. He got a good break by staying out there a few laps longer than some of these guys, even after getting caught up with that incident with the 9 of Fugate, losing a ton of time to that, and ends up paying off very handsomely for him here with this caution and the way it's going to cycle out. He's going to be starting for the 3rd spot.
On Steve Grant in this 11, he loses 3 positions on the pit lane. He came down 3rd. He's going to leave in 6th, it looks like, so not the pit stop the 11 team needed.
McLean coming down, taking 4th. I think Keith is actually the lucky dog here. So, it says 98's the lucky dog. So it might be... I don't know who the lucky dog is then. 98's the lucky dog. Or at least radio communications said the 98's the lucky dog. The 28 to Keith McLean's down here. He's just sitting down here.
Folks, make sure if you haven't already, you vote in our poll who will be the 2021 champion. Right now, Jordan McGregor, he's leading the way in lead of the race, leading the poll with 61%. Herman Reese and Caleb Lingle running 2nd and 3rd right now. They're both tied at 17%. And then Harry Codian, who has just not had a wonderful, great night here tonight that he needed, at 6% of the vote. He's going to be a wave around car here. You see that 13 out in front. Well, Ricky, it's going to be green flag with under 20 laps to go. It's going to be one of those mad dashes to the finish.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a mad dash here. It's gonna be a fun time though. I'm really excited for this. Trying to get my bearings on where everyone is on track. Seems like Keith McLean is going to be coming around here. I don't know if he got the lucky dog or the wave around, but he's doing something. One thing, Joe, he's spun around on track.
Oh,
and
no.
He's out of the race. So Keith McLean has parked it.
Not the night that team was looking for. I know that's my go-to saying, but...
I'm wondering if him coming down pit road, maybe he came down thinking he had the lucky dog, and then it turned out he didn't.
Well, here we go. Green flag this time at the line. McGregor with control. Lingle in 2nd. Herman Reese in 3rd. That's how they run in the championship as well. Down into the restart zone we go. Green flag. We're back underway here from Phoenix.
Lingle got to the throttle pretty quickly there. Going to stay close to the 30, but you're going to see this going to be where McGregor kind of legs it out. It's coming down the straightaway here through the dog leg. But Caleb Lingle actually seems like he's hanging with him a lot better. And you've seen some of these guys hang with McGregor tonight on this race start. 30 actually washes up high in the turn. 113 is going to be down low. Caleb Lingle is right there. He's going to be right in the back bumper of Jordan McGregor coming down the front straightaway.
McGregor's car just doesn't look good on the short runs on the new tires, so we'll have to see if that condition goes away. But right now, Lingle knows this is his opportunity to pounce, to try to get into the lead. He's heating up that back bumper of McGregor for the championship.
And Joe, we were talking about it. There was kind of a cliff with this 113 car, but that was like way at the end of the tire run. You saw people were blowing tires. That's how far into the run we were. It's only going to be a 20 lap dash here. is it going to be long enough to really see Caleb Lingle's car fall off?
That is the question. I mean, no, right? We had so many restarts there, though, too. That kind of put those heat cycles on the tires. Not something that you're looking for if you're trying to make sure they last a while, but right now Lingle knows that all he has to do is get around that 30 at Jordan McGregor, and he will be the 2021 HOBO Cup Series champion.
And don't count out Herman Reese here. He's riding behind these guys. We're on the exact same time. Jason San Diego right behind him for fourth. But Herman Reese, we've seen this so many times out of the 73 team. When the going gets tough, these guys, he just comes in clutch every single time. And we'll see if this is going to be another winning night for that 73 Cadillac. But I'm not ready to count Herman Reese out of this. I think he's just getting started.
Not ready just yet to count out any of these guys, honestly. I know Harry Cody, and he's way back there, but if we get a caution with, say, 8 laps to go, it's going to be interesting to see what the strategies are, what guys decide to come down the pit lane and get those tires. We know they're important, we know they're worth a lot of speed, but how do you balance that decision with track position and the importance of track position here at Phoenix? That will be the question. 14 laps to go.
Two laps ago, Joe, Caleb Lingle ran his best lap of the race at 26.067, which is faster than what our leaders had, which was 26.1 flat. So Caleb Lingle, can't say it's from a lack of trying here. He is pushing that car for all it's worth. And 30's going to wash up the track a little bit. That's going to let Lingle get his nose right there, but he doesn't have the momentum just yet to make the pass.
Car washed up on the exit of the corner. Lingle trying everything. You see he's slinging the back end of that 113 right now, trying to find as much speed as he can. McGregor stretches the lead to about 3-4 car lengths through the dog leg.
One thing I've noticed is McGregor, every now and then, his car kind of washes up quite a bit in 3 and 4 here, and it's giving Lingle a lot of time to gain in the center of the corner. And I'm not sure if it's McGregor intentionally doing that to save his tires, or if the car is just too tight or too loose to hold it down there, but it seems like he kind of skirts up the track every few laps going through that turn, and then Lingle gets a huge gain on him.
12 laps left in this one, now 11 and a half. This time by at the line, it'll be 11 laps to go for Jordan McGregor to try to close out 2021 with a 17th win and a championship. 11 to go this time at the line as Caleb Lingle tries to run back in on him.
Caleb Lingle just ran 26.087. That's almost matched his best lap time. He is, oh my God, he is pushing that thing hard.
It's going to be interesting to see if he gets there, what he does, because he's been there a couple times. Obviously not the, 20 laps to go isn't the time to try to rough a guy up for the lead, but I don't know, maybe a decision comes this time at the line. It's 10 to go. That, of course, means it's our TWB 10 to go, and on behalf of TWB, head on over to GardenLightsDirect.com. From porches to patios to more for all your outdoor lighting needs, as well as seasonal lights. You know what that means. Head on over to GardenLightsDirect.com. They got you covered. Again, that's GardenLightsDirect.com here on your TWB 10 to go.
Lingle just threw it into 3 and 4 there. Whole rear end kicked out. You just let it rotate. We'll see what happens at the line here. But they are just almost completely even on lap times right now. Jordan McGregor doing a great job trying to maintain his position, but Caleb Lingle's not going to take this sitting down.
You see the field spread out. We're single file all throughout. Everyone watching these laps tick down here in 2021. There's the 10 car to the inside of the 85 of Ricky Bumbalo. But back up front, it's Jordan McGregor. 8 laps to go here from Phoenix. 8 laps to go in the 2021 Cup Series season. Coming to the end of this, I think right now, if you're Lingle, is there anything you can do? You're watching that 30 car get smaller and smaller out of the windshield.
You just got to keep hitting your marks and hope that McGregor screws up.
So you're willing to admit that it's out of his hands at this point?
I don't know that it's out of his hands. I just think this 113 is doing everything in his power right now.
Jordan McGregor has been dominant here tonight in terms of speed. Led the middle portion of this race, has led as of late, and we're under yellow, Ricky.
Oh my goodness. Is there going to be enough time to finish? 85 of 90, so I mean, that's 6 laps to go. I think that's enough time.
It's a good question. Down into
These
turn
three
1 and 2, it's
machine.
the 3 of Steve Rubino going around.
We're gonna see. This is gonna be interesting. Either we're going back. They don't do overtime, so
Nope.
either we're going back green or we just saw the champion. I think we'll be going back green.
I do too. Now, if it's with 1 or 2 laps to go, that will be the question. Yeah, 1 lap. I think so too, Sean. 1 lap shootout is it's what it's looking like. Herman Reese debating on coming down the pit lane. Rest of the leaders staying out. Really, no takers. Harry Cody ain't going to be a taker. He's going to come down the pit lane. That's the Hail Mary move that we expected from the 13 team. Just haven't had the speed. Got behind with that caution coming out in the middle of the pit cycle. And not the night M4S Inc. and that 13 team were looking for. Working lap 87. Is that correct, Ricky?
That is lap 86.
86. Sometimes this ticker, it's behind. Sometimes it's right on it. I never know.
Sometimes it's forward.
Folks, we're coming down to the end of this one, and while it is the last race for the HOBO Cup Series here in 2021, tune in next week. Again, Tuesday night, same time, same place right here on JTN. We're going to be at Martinsville for the Grand National 1955 Series for HOBO Racing. Again, at Martinsville next week. Coverage beginning there, 8:50 p.m. Eastern Time. We're live with you again tomorrow night as well. The All-Star Racing Cup Series season finale right here at the Diamond in the Desert, the Phoenix Raceway. Coverage beginning 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to crown champion over there. Culmination of that 10 of what will be 10 weeks of battle to again be a 2021 champion. There's a lot of drivers that want to add their names to that list and leagues all around. We're so happy to be able to cover the few that we have, and can't thank you folks enough as always for tuning in here to JTN tonight. Oh boy, Ricky. My stomach is grumbling. I'm stumbling. I'm mumbling. As we're coming down to the end of this one, it's things are about to get a little hectic.
They are indeed. It's gonna be a hoot.
I do agree with that. Do you
really?
I do.
That's good.
I do. So we'll see if the pace car lights go out this time. That would mean a 2-lap dash to the finish. If they don't, wait to see if they go out the following time. So it'll be an interesting. A lot of folks. I think this is the most intense watching of the pace car lights, right? It's not like the pace car is controlled by any admin, any human, right? It's a computer thing, so you gotta do the right counting.
There it is. Could be 2 laps to go. Green, white, checkered.
We get 1 extra lap.
Yo, look at this poll here. 20 votes. I think it's the most I've ever seen on a poll.
Me too. Jordan McGregor, he leads the way. We're gonna close that poll because it's coming down to the end of the race. So 60% of those that voted believe Jordan McGregor is going to win this championship. He's going to line up first here for the restart. Caleb Lingle in second with a second chance to try to find a way around this 30. Herman Reese there in third in that 73. He's got to find a way around those 2 Fords if he wants to win the race and win the championship. Jason San Diego, Steve Grant, Team Speedland with a good finish here in 2021, running up inside the top 10. 2-lap dash to end the year. We wouldn't have it any other way here at HOBO Racing.
This is get ready and buckle up. It's going to be a wild one. I'm not going to swear this time, but let's grip it and rip it.
There you go, Ricky. Good job. You learned. You know, we got to learn from our mistakes. That's the best way to learn. Jordan McGregor with control. He's hoping that he doesn't make a mistake here on the restart. Into the restart zone here on the front straightaway. Green flag, 2 laps to go here from Phoenix.
And we'll make sure he was right with the 30 there on the restart. Did a great job hanging with McGregor.
Lingle now about a car length.
Straight away through the dog leg. They stay pretty even. McGregor's going to have pretty much all the racetrack to himself to throw it in here, but can he stick? He washes up the track a lot, which isn't something we haven't seen from him yet.
Lingle washed up a little bit too, so did Herman Reese. White flag in the air, one final time here from Phoenix. Jordan McGregor with control of this one, as Caleb Lingle in second, trying to close out the 2021 season with a victory. Field staying single file behind him.
Could be a last shot right here. Whatever Caleb Lingle does, he's going to be going for broke. Throws it in deep. He's going to try to see if he can get through the turn. I don't think it's going to be enough, Joe.
Jordan McGregor comes off turn number 4. He'll see the checkered flag. He'll be your 2021 HOBO Cup Series champion.
Everyone makes it back to the record.
Lingle going up to congratulate McGregor. 17th win on the year in 36 races.
That is just incredible.
And a championship to boot. Move over, Kyle Larson. We got a more dominant champion here at HOBO.
That's after a 35 race season too. That's nuts.
16 wins.
36 race season.
16 wins up until tonight was a lot, but that 17th, with it being the championship, so much on the line to execute here tonight, I know it means so much. Burn it down, Jordan McGregor, your race winner and 2021 Cup Series champion. So while they get the stage set up for McGregor and the 30 Red Bull team, we will move on to our post-race coverage. Get those results on your screen momentarily. Again, Jordan McGregor, your winner, Caleb Lingle second, and Herman Reese third. We'll try to talk with those podium finishers as well as the top 3 in your championship. Get those results on your screen momentarily again. Can't thank you enough for tuning in as always. Make sure if you haven't already, hit the like button on the video. You know, there's a lot of folks out there that like seeing your 2021 champion, Jordan McGregor. He burned it down. He won the title, Ricky. Led 72 laps on the night of the 90.
Yeah, just pure dominance here. Great way to cap off a dominant season, just with more dominance.
You say it 10 times fast.
Dominance, 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 dominance.
Good job.
I was stumbling at the end there.
Stumbling and mumbling.
Stumbling,
Rumbling.
mumbling, possibly bumbling, but I can't verify.
Yeah, we're going to talk with our top 3 finishers. Ricky, who do you want to talk to first?
Oh boy, oh boy! I don't know, Joe. Do we save the champ?
I think we
for
save
last,
the champ
or do
for
we
last.
save the champ first?
Save the champ for last.
All right. Well, then let's go backwards.
Bringing in the driver of the number 73 Cadillac, Herman Reese. Herman, was there anything you could do to get those 2 Fords up there tonight?
Well, I made a stab with some strategy and fell short. You know, those 2 guys were really fast tonight in the 28 also. But it didn't help my causes when I knocked the fence down. That kind of changed my strategy, but I don't think the damage changed anything. My car was just as fast as it was at the end of the race as it was at the beginning. Those 2 guys, Jordan has had a fantastic season, been the best car all year. Just happy to be in the Final 4 again. The second year in a row I won the regular season, only to lose here at this track. I'm not very good here, so this is how it goes.
So you'd be on board to have a rotating championship race then, is what it sounds like?
I was pretty happy at Homestead, but if I go back and look at the tracks that I won at, I'll give you an answer for next season.
That's always good. Well, 4 wins on the year. You had the best average finish, right? That goes along with hand in hand with winning the regular season championship. A 7.8 average finish. You mentioned it there. The alternate strategy there. You came down the pit lane on lap 29, fixed that right side damage. Was the main reason for kind of getting on that strategy to fix the damage, or were you just trying to get offset with them and hope that the race kind of ran green to the end?
Yeah, absolutely. The damage was a bonus. We kind of knew from running, and then if you remember last year, that at the end of the long run, some guys blew tires, and I had calculated not fuel but tire wear, so it was inside my window, and then it just you saw it almost played right into my hands. Those guys I think had to go another 7 or 8 laps, and they were going to have to pit, and then that was my strategy. You have to get off basically these short tracks. I did it last week, believe it or not, and it played out. I come out in second and solidified my position to get here. So sometimes you have to do it. These short tracks, you gotta, if you're not fast, you just gotta try and be smarter. And happy to get back where we were. And all in all, it was a good race. Keith and Jordan, this is probably, if not their best tracks, is one of their best. So it's hard to beat those two guys. And Keith had some unfortunate luck there on pit road, and that just opened the door for me to move back into the top 3.
Well, finished third on the year. Another great year, like you said. Regular season champion, 3rd place points finish. You knew you had an uphill battle coming into tonight. Still came away with a good finish. Congratulations on a great season, Herman. But before we let you go, you always joke about it. You always talk to us after the race, so you know what to do.
10-4. I thank everybody. These guys, what a season. We had a great time. I told you every week, I tell you have to listen to the in-car radio. We, at one caution, we were laughing so hard. 3 of us almost wrecked on the restart. And I mean, it's a blast. You guys unfortunately miss out on most of the fun. I want to thank the Bino brothers for putting on it one more year. You guys for putting on the broadcast here. And again, thanks to the drivers. Great job for Jordan and for Caleb and Harry for making it. And I just want to say one more thing is let's go, Brandon. I'll see you guys next season.
Herman, once again, congratulations. 3rd place finish here tonight, and thanks for taking the time to talk with us.
Thank you.
Herman Reese, driver of the number 73 Cadillac, your 3rd place finish, your 3rd place in the points on the year. We now bring in our 2nd place finisher, 2nd place in the championship, driver of the number 113, Caleb Lingle. Caleb, you had the speed, it seemed like. What more did you need on that long run there before that last yellow?
I wish I knew. I don't really know. Jordan and I, we worked together quite a bit, and we pretty much had the same setup. So this track's hard to pass at, and with us having about the same thing, I was just going to need him to make a mistake, and he didn't. He did a great job.
We saw him slip up a little bit between turns 3 and 4, and at one point it looked like you had your nose just barely there to the inside of him. Is there, knowing that you're working, you're racing someone that you've worked well with, you've worked with all season to get to this point, is there an extra level, I don't want to say respect, but an extra level of care that you take with making sure that you don't make a mistake, even though you're battling for that ultimate prize, you're battling for that championship?
There is. I try to race everybody as clean as I'd like to be raced, and I would not want anybody hitting me at that point. So I would definitely stay off of everybody as much as I could there. But I saw him slip up, and I showed my nose underneath him a little bit. I'm just trying to pressure him a little bit to make a mistake, and I knew there was not much of a chance of me passing him. So just pressuring as much as I could when I saw him bobble just that little bit.
Bobbled a little bit, but you had, like we said, had a really fast car here tonight. But your season to date, right? 2 wins on the year. I feel like that number was a little down this year, but still finishing 2nd in the points. I mean, 2's all the way around, I guess. What is the outlook for you and your team after this 2021 season? Coming up short, I know, but still, a fantastic way to finish it off.
Yeah, the 2 wins this year was a little lower than what I really expected. I had a lot of second place finishes behind Jordan, just like tonight. But I don't know. I just hope next year we'll be able to get a few more wins than what we did. I'd like to get 5 or 6, about like I did last year and the year before. But it's been a great season. They're hard to win. I had several people having multiple wins, and I think Harry and Herman, of course Jordan, Keith did as well. So all those guys, I mean, they're really hard to beat every week, and so we'll try to take this momentum and get more wins next year, and hopefully be back in the Final Four.
Hey, you're going to be looking for another Final Four finish in the points, Final Four attempt. I don't know the correct way to phrase it, but Caleb, congratulations on the great run here, the great season. But before we let you go, the floor is yours. I know you've done this before. Sponsors, family, friends, floor's yours.
Yeah, first off, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I got him on the car to represent. And I want to say hello and thank you to my family, my wife, and my kids, my 4 boys, and say hello to other family members that are watching. And big thanks to my teammates, especially Jordan. Him and I worked together all year long, and it's been really fun. And another big thanks to the Rubino brothers putting this league on. And congratulations to Jordan for the championship, and good run for Herman and Harry for making it into the Final Four as well.
Caleb, one question real quick. How do you keep your head on straight with 4 boys? It seems like oof.
Yeah, it's challenging at times, but we get through it somehow.
Caleb, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us after this one. Again, congratulations, and good luck with this off season. I know there's going to be a lot of testing and tuning done with your entire team. Congratulations once again, though, on a great finish to the season.
Thank you.
Caleb Lingle, driver of the number 113, your second place finisher here tonight, second place finisher in the points. We now bring him in. He's popped the champagne. He's talked with the crew, driver of the number 30, Jordan McGregor. Jordan, what does the number 17 mean to you on the year?
I think it means we had a pretty good season this year.
We heard you though in pre-race when you guys were practicing. I do my little scoping out the scene thing. You really wanted to do good in qualifying, right? Wanted to start on the pole. You accomplished that feat, so that was a good way to start the night. But you talked about, it's kind of boom or bust for you in this team. Tonight was obviously a boom night, but was there a degree of worry coming into tonight that the season could just all fall apart at any moment?
Yeah, I think you've really got to look back at how the championship ended last season. We had the race won, and then the late caution came out and got us stuck on pit road. So I think in the back of your mind, you think about all the worst case scenarios that could happen.
Luckily, though, those scenarios didn't seem to play out here tonight. When we got that late race caution, though, were you a little worried about Caleb behind you? I know there's a great level of respect there between you two, and I know that it wouldn't be something thinking about maybe a guy running into a corner too deep and maybe messing you up, giving you a bump. But was there any worry, or what was the degree of worry maybe of that he could get a better restart and try to get around you and steal the championship, I guess, away from you?
Yeah, anytime you have a driver of Caleb's caliber behind you on a restart with 2 to go with the championship on the line, man, there's definitely a respect there. He could take the lead from you. I wasn't afraid that we would wreck, but I know Caleb will run hard, and him and I have ran hard many times, and it would have been a good race either way. But he gave me the room, and I think the world of that.
Well, you guys did a great job of racing all night, and you were racing with the 28 of Keith McLean. He had fantastic restarts there throughout the race, but you were able to just kind of keep him at bay, and then pull away at the long run. Was that also kind of part of the game plan? Because it seemed like he was a lot better on the short runs, but then you kind of pulled away on those longer runs.
Yeah, he definitely had better restart gears than I did. I should have put a little bit more focus on that this week. But I knew once we got up to speed and if we could go green, we could drive away. But Keith's a good driver, he's a smart driver, so I really expected him to be there at the end with us too. It looked like he got caught on pit road like I did last year. So tough break for him, but he definitely had a good car tonight.
And now to address the elephant in the room. You're the champion here in 2021. Real quick, because I don't know the exact... What number championship is this? Because it's got to be, 10, 20. I mean, it's got to be a big number like that, right?
Well, this is the first HOBO championship. So
What?
this is a pretty special one. This is really, last year was my first year with the league, and after what happened to the championship last year, I was determined to get it back this year, and I think it, all season long, I think we had good cars all year, and that's really a testament to the teamwork that my teammates put together with Caleb and Eddie and Troy. We put a lot of time into it every week.
Well, now if I would have known it was the first one, we would have popped some confetti. I don't know what we would have done, but Jordan, congratulations, first championship here at HOBO in the Cup Series. Obviously, well deserved. Had a more dominant season than Kyle Larson, right? He only had 10 wins. You had 17. He's awful compared to you. Congratulations on that. Final 17th win here tonight. Led 72 of the 90 laps, so led over 2/3 of the race. Before we let you go, though, I know you got a lot of partners to thank too outside of the teammates after such a great championship winning season.
Yeah, but hey, thank you and Ricky for putting on a great show tonight. Really appreciate that. It was nice to be back live with you guys. I got to thank Steve and Dan for putting on great place to race. I've had a lot of fun here the last couple seasons. Definitely have to thank my teammates, Caleb, Ryan, Eddie, Troy. Had so much fun this year, just having the camaraderie with them on Monday nights practicing and during the race on Tuesdays. So that was a lot of fun. Definitely got to thank my wife Amanda, my daughter Harper for putting up with me running every week. So looking forward to a couple months off, go enjoy the holidays, and like to let everybody know Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas. We'll see y'all next season.
No other plans, no other racing plans for the off season. Just gonna take it easy and soak this one in.
Yeah, just got to take a break, go work on the real race car for a while, and get that ready for next season, and then see what it looks like next year.
How'd this year go in the real race car?
I only got to get out there one time and blew a motor up pretty early in the race, so it's the first time in a car in 10 years. So we'll try to get it ready to run a full season next year, see if we can go for a championship at Hickory Motor Speedway.
Well, hey, got a lot of momentum here in the sim world. Hopefully that carries over over at Hickory. But congratulations, Jordan, once again on the championship, the race win here tonight, and thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it.
Jordan McGregor, your race winner, your 2021 season champion, and Ricky, it blows my mind how you can dominate a year so much like McGregor did with 17 wins, and then still be so level-headed after winning the championship. It's he did a fantastic job here tonight and throughout the year.
Yeah, it really is. It's really surprising you can keep your cool after that. I would be bouncing off the walls at this point.
We were bouncing off the walls here tonight. We had a fantastic race, folks. And remember, if you want to check out more of HOBO Racing, you can go to HOBORacing.com. We got it linked in the video description as well. You can stay up to date with all their leagues going on in the winter. They run 3 nights a week all year long. So if you're looking for a place to race, you can check out HOBORacing.com to find out more. Also, we're going to be back here with HOBO next Tuesday night from Martinsville at the Grand National 1955 Series. It's going to be a fantastic race. The Burden by Heather, Rodents Max Shop 150. I hope I'm getting that right. I know I have it written down correctly. So be on the lookout for that live stream broadcast to go up, for the link for it to make sure you can set a reminder. But with all that being said, guys, can't thank you enough, as always, for tuning in here. Can't thank all the folks here at HOBO Racing, Steve and Dan, for bringing us out to these races, for always being so accommodating of us, and can't thank all these drivers enough for putting on another fantastic show. We got to open the season with HOBO this year. We also got to close it, so it's a joy for us to be able to do that, and we hope everyone enjoyed the show. But with all that being said, folks, can't thank you enough for tuning in. For Bristol, our producer, for Ricky Collette, I've been Joe Twansky, and we'll see you guys next time right here live on JTN. So long for now, folks. Yeah, and they're going to be 3 wide coming to the checkered. Never mind, they're going to be Oh!
And Maverick
Turn one!
What that?
Turn 4 into the tri-oval. Whitehill is through the grass. It's going to be Noah Joyce winning his first career race in the Red Bull Cup Series.
All right, and they're wrecking behind them. We got cars flying everywhere. Cars upside down, but it doesn't matter. Noah Joyce has done it. He's won at Daytona in the 3 car.
Comes Musa. Musa's gonna.
Oh, he's going to use that apron.
He's gonna use the apron.
They're going to be side by side. Coming off the corner. Boy, back to the inside. It's going to be a drag race to the line. So Musa gets it.